I had written 2 scripts of this review for this interesting DLC that was revealed back in 2017, leaving a window for DICE to fix this mess and release it normally, but they have failed to do so. Let's start the video. Can you imagine how mad I was when in last November I found out that Turning Tides will be split in half for release? Seriously, DICE are getting that lazy with DLC releases that they are going to release one map every month or so. DLC related, of course. I can't believe they destroyed these huge pack updates and turned them into some monthly updates. Are you serious there? Some of my complaints got outdated, as this garbage has maps dubbed Gallipoli and North Sea. Thankfully I didn't release that bombing video before, or else I should apologize for a mistake I made like 2 decades ago. That still doesn't cover the fact that this compiled piece of trash is really bad. Seriously, is that bad? I don't even play it. Well, at least on some maps. Anyway, let's stop with complaining, or I guess continue the complaining in the review section of this video. Now that this interesting purpose garbage released completely, I can finally review it. Let's see what we got in the maps section.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Everything.
She kissed the... I have no idea how to pronounce this thing. As one wise man from my Discord server said, let's call it your mama. That's what basically I'm going to do with this map. Your mama takes place somewhere in the desert in a nutsack. The DLC about sea, which takes place on land. Because logic. Control points have even more raped logic. I won't pronounce them too. Basically this map is an infantry only, where the teams clash with each other. That sadly is nothing new, but some are gone forest garbage. Linear map is the best adapted for front lines, or other interesting game modes. But please add this type of maps to normal DLC, not the ones that are predominantly made just for vehicle warfare. It's okay, but not in the place it should be. И футос до мне зел! Cape Hell features the, quote, brand new Conquest Assault game mode. What can I say? My Battlefield 1 rant is still up to date even in 2018. The way this map is made, let's softly say, is trash. British get tons of ships and dreadnoughts, while the enemy team gets pounded in the ass. I could barely join a game, and all that was left there were some sort of campers and a control point somewhere in the hills. By the way, on spawn I died like 5 times in a row. I didn't even get the time to deploy properly without 5 or 4 enemies waiting for me to appear. Also those dreadnoughts and ships. Seriously, this map is trash. I can assure playing on it is not the best experience. Unless you are the attackers. The fug is visit. Took long for DICE to make maps I can pronounce for this DLC. This map is one of my favorites near Verdun and Passchendaele. Although in some game modes this map is balanced like shit, Conquest Assault plays fantastic on this one. The wall provides cover for infantry, while naval battles can clash and destroy themselves however they want. But don't be confident, if one of the ship gets inside, infantry are doomed. And this is where the C-class airship can show its greatness. Well, unless they are destroyed in seconds after the round starts. It also takes place during the evening. As you might know, this night map is the weakness for me. Definitely approved by me. There it is! There it is! Hey! Let's make a map where there is only conquest available and make like 2 or 3 islands for infantry to get some control points and shit. This map is hell for infantry, and I prefer mostly playing by foot rather than fly a plane or use a tank. While in sea, everything is dope. Michael Bay would definitely be happy the instant he sees battles between ships and dreadnoughts. But infantry is trashed by vehicles and air stuff. And it was also the greatest idea to add 2 dreadnoughts for both teams, because what could possibly go wrong? Vehicle warfare okay, infantry, you know what. Ooh, penetrator! The new elite class that somehow acts as a sniper from Battlefield 3. But it got a grenade launcher. Yet another Michael Bay that has spawned in this game. And that makes me really happy to see him running with that Martini Henry stuff. What can I say? Great job fixing the grenade spam in Battlefield. Looks like it's going on the right path to be a perfect state. Moving on from this interesting thing, you already got the idea what kind of garbage is this. Carton class airship is basically what the name suggests. This Zeppelin is that bad and broken that planes can take it out with a single raid. Just imagine having a dreadnought which can be destroyed like a simple boat. Seriously, this is more of a balloon filled up with C4 rather than a vehicle. May God have mercy on your soul if you spawn on the Brugge with that thing. If you stay alive for at least 20 seconds, consider yourself the MVP. This ship introduced with DLC is very good from my gameplay both in CTE and vanilla versions of the game. It's well balanced, has a place for driver and other attack places. Thankfully even airships can take it out, yet if those are lucky enough to survive a flyby near this ship, because AA cannons and that huge thing can destroy it instantly. And boats can also deal a significant amount of damage to this vehicle. Thumbs up for this one.
Auzi-mă? Du-te în pizda, mătii.
Let's first cover some of the weapons that are garbage and I didn't even get on my list of the most memorable weapons from the DLC. Like seriously, I know nearly every DLC weapon of Battlefield 4, and there are much more than Battlefield 1's arsenal. First and foremost, I have no gameplay nor interest to unlock this pistol converted into a weapon. I had the chance to try it out in CTE, and for what experience I got, it's a modded C96 for assault class. This thing is useful like in close quarters situation. But are you sure you will outgun Automatico and Hellregal? I don't think so. I really like to call this weapon Krakano, and I don't know why to be honest. I saw some gameplay from other people with it, and again I have no interest whatsoever within this weapon. You can easily take Gewehr M95 for a much more better time. And did I mention the fact that this sniper was deleted from the base game? Ain't that a pretty situation? Thanks for adding a tribute weapon from Japanese army. I really appreciate this act from DICE. But this doesn't save it from my review. Again, some people might find this weapon really useful, but myself, more of a medic and support guy, I don't really find this weapon interesting. Also, using Mosin Nagan's reload animation makes this weapon sniper a lazy, fast-made weapon. Long name stuff still features from the past DLCs. Seriously, can't you just choose a short name but recognizable one? Anyway, this Automatico on steroids is a very interesting attempt from DICE to make assault class more various. In the end, they made the situation even worse. 1200 RPM, similar to AN94, but this one has such a fire rate in bursts mode. Completely loses any sense. Trying to balance this thing is an even worse pain than Automatico was. Alright, who had the idea to make a stationary machine gun into a light version with 250 bullets? From a realistic point, seeing a dude carrying a 50 kilos weapon around the map is kinda funny. But from gameplay perspective, this weapon is fun and gives an even interesting style of gameplay. Rest assured you can reload this thing once a year or two. Rest in peace Perino, looks like you are some useless garbage, we have this weapon in spotlight now. This is the most interesting weapon from DLC, for sure. It got 20 bullets in a round magazine, which is pretty unique for the game. To unlock it is very easy, you just need to do your job as a medic, and that is basically it, it's yours to use for life. You need to learn how to control it a bit since its recoil is pretty weird. I really don't give a damn about them, but one thing really did disappoint me. Grappling hook became a melee weapon. DICE, are you serious about this one? Instead of making it a unique gadget similar to Battlefield 2, you decided just to make it something useless that already blends with 20 plus knives from the base game. Great move, I'm really disappointed. This update is really mediocre. 2 of the maps are garbage and only 2 are good for infantry fights. Weapons are easily getting forgotten with the release of the upcoming Apocalypse DLC, along with the maps. Some vehicles are good, others are complete trash. What can I say? Even the split of the DLC, DICE yet again failed to fix it and improve it. A total fail that can be considered worse than Gulf Oman in Battlefield 4. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you agree with me that this DLC is not worth the money and hopefully I convinced you to not buy this content pack. If you got the premium pass, then it's not a problem at all, as long as you enjoy it. Heading now to Apocalypse at the end of February. Are you ready for the end? Because I'm really pumped to see this garbage game die and a fresh new 2018 release fix the mess that year of 2016 added to the franchise. This was Chris, see you in the gaming zone.